So friends, we all know that March is a highly challenging month from a financial perspective in India. During this time, not only do small and large companies have to manage their taxes and employee payments, but they also have to bear various expenses. This increases the financial burden on companies. Similarly, the Government of India and the Reserve Bank of India, RBI, also experience heightened pressure in March, which generally prevents a significant rise in the country's foreign exchange reserves. However, this time, India has broken that perception and created history. India's foreign exchange reserves have risen for the third consecutive week by approximately $4.5 billion, reaching a remarkable $658 billion. This achievement not only reflects India's economic strength, but also marks a historic improvement in the Indian rupee's performance. For the first time in 6 years, the Indian rupee has strengthened significantly against the US dollar. This event signals that India's economic position is becoming more stable and robust compared to previous years. There are multiple reasons behind this surge in India's foreign exchange reserves. One of the most significant factors is the continuous increase in exports, which has contributed to the rise in Forex reserves. Additionally, an increase in gold reserves has further strengthened India's financial standing. It has also been observed that despite the threats of tariffs and American policies, the Indian economy has remained largely unaffected. During former US President Donald Trump's tenure, there were multiple discussions about imposing tariffs on India. In a recent press conference, Trump stated that India is among the countries that impose heavy tariffs on the US, so America will charge India an equivalent tariff in return. Ever since the US began imposing tariffs on various countries, global investors started withdrawing their investments, causing stock markets worldwide to fluctuate. India's stock market also saw significant capital outflows, dropping to its lowest point in 30 years. This had an impact on the Indian rupee, causing its value to decline against the dollar. However, due to Trump's policies, the US itself suffered losses exceeding $4 trillion. Despite these economic instabilities, the rise in India's foreign exchange reserves is a notable achievement. March is generally a month when Forex reserves do not increase significantly due to it being the financial year-end, with higher corporate expenses. However, in March 2025, India's Forex reserves saw a $20 billion increase, which is 1.5 times higher than the previous year. Foreign exchange reserves can be understood through a simple analogy. Imagine India as a large family and the Reserve Bank of India, RBI, as the guardian of its treasury. This treasury consists of two types of currencies, the Indian rupee and foreign currencies, such as the US dollar, euro and pound. When Indians working abroad earn in dollars, dirhams and pounds and send money back to India, the Forex reserves increase. RBI secures this foreign currency so that whenever India needs to purchase foreign goods like cars, mobile phones, petrol or medicines, these reserves can be utilized. RBI's Forex reserves grow when India's exports increase. When Indian companies sell goods and services abroad, they receive payments in foreign currencies, which the RBI holds while providing equivalent rupees to Indian businesses. If Forex reserves decline, the country's economic stability could weaken, making international trade more difficult for India. Therefore, the RBI safeguards these reserves, just as a wise family manages its savings responsibly. Looking at March 2024 data, India's Forex reserves had increased 3 times that month, by $10.5 billion in the first instance, $3 billion in the second, and another $3 billion in the third, resulting in a total increase of $13.5 billion. However, in March 2025, this figure rose even higher. The first week saw an increase of $15 billion, the second week $3 billion, and the third week $4.5 billion, bringing the total Forex reserves to $658 billion. Along with this rise in Forex reserves, India's gold reserves have also increased, and foreign investors are once again showing confidence in the Indian market. This has strengthened the Indian rupee. The Indian currency, which had previously weakened to 87.5 rupees per dollar, has now recovered to 85.5 rupees per dollar. So far in March 2025, the rupee has strengthened by more than 2% against the US dollar, marking its best performance since November 2018. Looking at India's economic progress, one may wonder whether the country's Forex Reserves will continue to grow at this pace. Will US tariff policies impact India's economy? For now, considering the rapid economic growth, it seems that India's foreign exchange reserves will continue to strengthen. To understand this historic economic success and gain more insights, share this information with as many people as possible so everyone can learn about this positive transformation.